This is a Fujifilm X Half. I've been using this for over a month now, and I've been extremely happy with it despite what pretty much the whole internet has been saying about this camera. Everyone's saying how expensive it is and how it doesn't have a lot of features, and I agree with them. You know, this camera is super expensive, $850, and you don't even get a metal body, still plastic. You don't get any lens options or anything like that. If you were to spend another $50, you could just get a Fujifilm X-M5. If you're going to be traveling or anything more than just taking fun photos, definitely just get another camera. Don't buy this camera. But for me, this is exactly what I wanted. I know it sounds crazy, but I bought this like a few years back, the Camp Snap, when they first came out. This is a version 1. I've always wanted a disposable film style camera that I didn't have a screen. I just take photos and then look at them at the end of the day when I plug this into a computer. And this is what that was. Eventually I got bored of this and gave this to my daughter. As you can see, she took ownership of this pretty quickly by filling it up with stickers. But this was cool, but it got old pretty quick. Now, when they announced this in June 2025, I was super stoked. I was like, man, it's a 1-inch vertical sensor. I love vertical video. It had the film simulation. It had a bunch of different films settings. So I was super stoked on that. I was like, man, I really want that camera. Found out that it was going to be like $850, and that kind of drew me away. I couldn't hold it. I ended up picking this up at Sammy's. I've been using this ever since. I have yet to put this down. Every time I go out to a family event or a party or an outing, this is usually with me because of how small and lightweight it is. Another thing about me that when I'm shooting photos and stuff and I take my Sony with the big lens, I end up coming home with only like 5 photos because it's just too big and I don't want to set up a shot and mess around with my settings. So I tend not to take photos, and then I'm just with my family experiencing the moments, whatever. But with this camera, it's a little bit easier, especially if you set it on the film camera mode, which allows you to treat this as a real film style camera. So right now I'm gonna set it to 36 shots, as you can see there. I'm gonna go ahead and click start, and then now this works as a film camera. If I want to take a photo, I have to rack this, aim it, take my photo. If I want to take another photo, rack it again, take another photo. And that to me is super cool because if I'm out and about, I don't want to sit there setting up my shot. I just want to pull this out, take my photo, and then put it away. That feature, that way of using this camera alone is okay with me spending $850 because I end up coming home to a lot more photos than I normally would if I were to take my other cameras. Even my phone, I don't take that many photos. This to me has been worth it because of the memories that I'm kind of gathering along the way. Another thing is that this camera does shoot in video mode. So if you flip it down to video mode, you'll be able to shoot some really crappy, unstabilized video. It's always like focus fishing, focus hunting, or whatever you want to call it. And it's not great, but to me, I love that style video. I love that weird, unbalanced or unstabilized footage that I can make like a short clip of something, a short little story of the funny, raw video that this camera produces. So to me, that's perfectly fine. I have a lot of fun doing that. You might not. You might want like 4K, 120 frames per second, like, you know, slow your footage down. Like, this doesn't do that. It's not for that. This is a novelty. This is practically a toy, a really expensive toy, but it fits my needs perfectly fine. So I've been having a lot of fun with it. I feel like this camera is more for the younger crowd. A lot of people, like my daughter, she's 16 and she loves disposable cameras. She's using an iPod, which is crazy to me because she has an iPhone, but she uses an iPod at school. She loves CD players, wired headphones. Like, it's just so weird. It seems like everyone, all the youth is going backwards and they all want the old stuff. So if I have any advice for those of you that are interested in purchasing this camera, is just wait off. Look in the secondhand market. I believe right now eBay is starting to pop up with a few of these for like $700. If you wait a little longer, you might be able to get these for like the 600 mark. If you can, hold off on it. I couldn't. I really wanted to get my hands on this, and I'm super glad I did, even if it was for $850. But super fun. I've been really enjoying this camera, so that's pretty much it.